Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Busy weekend. Didn't get just back, got back, got some stuff sorted, cleaned up a bit. Had a great weekend with the family, so that was awesome. Spent a bit of time with my little buddy and had some gorgeous weather down in Margaret River near the mouth of the Margaret River. Yeah. Basically, all that coastline is just amazing. It goes all the way down and around. You pretty much can't miss if you do come to WA and you do want to go and see some amazing spots, then the southwest is just spectacular and definitely worth the time and effort that you have to put in. It is a fair drive. That's it. Like today we left, by the time I packed up the house and breakfast and got sorted, left about 8 o'clock or something, and then got back this afternoon. I had to run out to go and get a new mouse for the new computer, and pretty much it. This is the day done and dusted. So it is a bit of planning and stuff like that, but if you sort of plan ahead and you need at least, I think, 3, maybe 4 days is ideal to go and see some stuff and get some stuff sort of out of your way. Good news is Friday, or the Saturday night, the night we went down, I did shoot out. Crystal clear night. I'd already looked at all that. No clouds. Used my Clear Outside app, the Photo Pills app, set up and get some shots of the Milky Way. My favourite thing at the moment. It's going really well. Found some spots during the day, so I've got a whole video on that, and it was just sensational. So hopefully, yet again, I've done it proud. I'm enjoying that more and more. It's a lot easier for me just to go out at night once Jack's to bed than to try and get somewhere for morning or sunset. That becomes a little trickier. So, but having a ball doing that, and it's been heaps of fun. And I think I've got another really nice video out of that and some really good shots. I've offloaded all that into the computer, part of the unpack process. Sorted all that out, and then got some big jobs to do tomorrow before I fly back to work. The week just goes insanely fast when you have only 6 days off. Excuse me, hiccups. Rightio, so obviously over the Margaret River, we did only really stop one other spot. We had lunch. It was more of a family weekend. It wasn't me shooting. I could spend weeks down there. But I did get to pop in and have a look at Sugarloaf Rock, which I missed on my big Southwest adventure. It was one of the ones I wanted to get to. I just ran out of time. And what a gorgeous spot. Wow. I'd love to be there at sunset in winter because the sun sort of would just hit at the right spot, and that day would have been really good. There's a bit of cloud about, so I reckon there would have been some good colours floating. But and another one of those just amazing spots. If you haven't heard of, if you're from one of my overseas subscribers and listening to the podcast and you haven't heard of the southwest of WA, please go and have a look. Places like Esperance, Albany, Margaret River, Canal Rocks, Sugarloaf Rocks. There's just an absolute plethora of insane. Plus add in all your caves. Some of the best caves I've ever seen as well. And then some beautiful big karri forests. The place is amazing, and you will have a ball no matter what you do there. So definitely worth checking it out. Rightio. Now, for you guys in Australia that live in the future, for all of us, I guess, that live in the future, WWDC happens tonight. Yes, it's the 22nd, but America's 24 hours or 15 hours behind us. They live in the past, but which I still think's funny because it's all about future tech, and then for whatever stupid reason, us in New Zealand are pretty much the first ones to get to the day. It's just the way it is, I guess, the way it's set up, just luck of the draw. Now, so for us, that means it's 10 a.m. for you guys in the States. It is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning for us. I ain't going to be up. No desperate need or requirement to be that early for it to punch out any sort of video. I will talk to you all about what happens at the WWDC tomorrow in tomorrow's Another Day, Another Vlog, or pod if you're on the podcast. Good things to come from it. There's rumours now circulating that iPhone is working on a foldable phone, much like the Motorola and the Google or Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. It's going to be somewhere along the lines of that, it looks like, from the sort of leaks. So we didn't think they'd come out with one. They haven't really sold that well, so I'm not sure if Apple should even worry about it, because the Z Flip and the Motorola is struggling big time, and the Z Flip hasn't really kicked off any hotcakes. So it's a bit strange that I guess the older people are just happy using the one face. It's bad enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why it is. I thought they actually probably would have sold better. That Motorola is actually a really nice phone. If that run Apple OS, I would definitely buy it. Having a big poxy phone. Imagine being able to fit all those features of a poxy big phone into a little device. That would be nice. Anyways, so that's happening. The 120 hertz debacle for the iPhone 12. We've mentioned a few times they've struggled, and if it didn't hit its targets, it was going to get pulled from this year's phone lineup. Well, it passed its second test, so fingers crossed. We'll find out tomorrow if it's going to be announced. This could be, I guess, tomorrow's going to tell us a lot about the rest of the year, but it did pass the second test, so we may get that 120 hertz screen across the board. It may just be in the Pro and the Max models. We're not sure, but it is coming along, and it's not far away from locked in. Whether they want to risk it and possibly have to have some issues with it, so we'll see what happens with them. 5G, that little slot on the side, which everyone was thinking was a magnetic adapter, may not be a magnetic adapter for your cord, because we were going cordless. That may be for the 5G millimeter waves, a little aerial section to shoot out for your 5G. Now, they're talking that the Qualcomm chip, they may be the iPhone 12, possibly, this is only a rumour, we could see the full millimeter spectrum Qualcomm chip put into the iPhone 12s. We were thinking we were going to get the base one this year, which would be realistically for Australia, the millimeter one's no good for us at the moment anyway. The system is nowhere near ready for it. The other one, which works on a bigger area, which would be feasible in Australia in the next year or 2 years, that it might actually work and be useful. That'll be working fine. But there is a case, if you live in Sydney or Melbourne, right in the city, they may have started rolling out the millimeter waves, but you got to remember that's got to be like every 200 metres in your street, and you have to be in direct line of it to be able to use it. So if you can't see it, you're not getting 5G, the full millimeter wave. So the other ones, so it's really not a huge thing. It's more so the states where they've gone full nutcase rollout. They do have the broad spectrum one, which works really well. We've seen MKBH test that up to 300 megabytes a second in the phone, which is better than any of our internet in Australia. So yeah, Telstra wouldn't know what to do with it. It might actually be able to actually give people what they want. That'll be the end of their broadband. If you get imagine getting 300 megs in your phone, just be everything going, just all be hot shoeing to your phone. I think. So yeah, very, very cool. So it's going to be it should be a big show and some big announcements. And then to back that off, this week coming, or not this week, or early next week, while I'll be at work, will be the Canon release, which I'm definitely hanging to see. Can't wait to see that. But yeah, that's it. Quick one tonight. Nothing too exciting to give you other than that. Other than if you are staying up late, enjoy it, have fun. Should be interesting to see how they have coped with the COVID virus, and probably better than I think Victoria, because Victoria's dramas again, they've had a bit of an outbreak, so they're just putting the handbrake on again. I think that was sort of all part of the plan. You can't just keep locking down forever. You're going to get those little outbreaks. It's a big city. There's lots of people coming and going, flying in and out of the country. We've still got people coming home from overseas. So it's to be expected. You're going to have hiccups, and I guess we'll just do what we're going to do. Very painful. I know my sister's in Victoria and she's not happy about it, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are not happy about it, or worse off, getting sick from this thing and having issues. So fingers crossed, at least now, because it's only a small portion, and they know the people, they can come in and go bang, isolate them and shut it down. So any little outbreak should be just a fast action, isolate a couple of people and then back to normal within that 2-week period. So it's not going to be as bad as, say, everyone going sick again. It's never going to get that bad now. We've trimmed it down enough to make sure that, and we've got things in place. It's never going to be out of control. It's just going to be spot fires, putting out those little spot fires, and we should be good. That's about it. Anyway, have a great evening. We'll see you all again. It's going to be a big show tomorrow. Hopefully I can get under that 30-minute record time for the M50. So I'll have to try and condense it. I may talk fast tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you all tomorrow for WWDC. Wow, 2020. Here we go. Radio, whether you're going that way, I'll catch you in the eve tomorrow. Peace.